'68 was interesting because 68 was the second wave of the British invasion. Traffic, Joe Cocker, bands like that. And these are the bands that I just finished recording in England. I did, Traffic's first 2 albums, or one in London and one in the US. Same with Joe Cocker. Hendrix loved Steve Winwood, which was very fortunate because how do you think Voodoo Child came about? Voodoo Child, that classic track, was because Jimmy was 2 blocks away on 8th Avenue and 46th Street at the Scene Club, jamming with Steve Winwood, Jack Cassidy. He says, come on guys, walks them over to the record plant. We have everything ready to go. They plug in, rehearse once, roll tape, classic. Live, on the floor, vocals, everything, all done. Thank you very much, good night. That's how music is supposed to be recorded. Well, Electric Ladyland was a departure in the sense that Jimmy was now, it started with Chas Chandler being in charge of the project, as he was for the first 2 albums. And gradually, Jimmy, as he was starting Electric Ladyland, got more and more and more, how shall I say, dissatisfied. And they parted ways. And then it was up to Jimmy and I, and then it was, yeehaw, yeah, let's go. But it was not so much a question of, let's run rampant through this whole thing. It was a question of Jimmy had a concept. This is the thing that people have to realize, is that Jimi Hendrix was a man who thought very carefully about what he was going to do and how he was going to do it. And that album was a concept album, which had not really been done before. Electric Ladyland was a very adventurous album, and it gave me the feeling that I could do pretty much whatever I wanted. Jimmy said, go for it, let's just get as many crazy sounds as we can, and we did, and we experimented an awful lot. I got some weird things, a lot of slowing down of the tapes and phasing and reverse stuff. I mean, we went nuts, and it worked because we were creating these sound paintings, and that's the way I think about my mixes and the sounds that I create. It's like a big stereo painting.